and welcome back to my channel where we are currently being raided by dogs. You guys get on out of here. Oh my goodness. Well, hello everyone and welcome back to our Wildfire Pack, and our pups are definitely feeling hungry. Let's go ahead and get them out of the bushes here and go ahead and say hello to everyone. Hello, Ember. And where is Ash at? There he is. So yeah, our pups are feeling pretty hungry. We definitely need to go get a little bit of food. And you know, I think we still have a carcass just over this way, so maybe that might be a good idea to go and handle first thing in the morning. Looks like we're gonna get a few kids with us, Soot, Flint, and Cole, and fingers crossed there won't be anything on the carcass, but we really need to make sure that our kids are feeling fed, especially because there is not too much on the wind here. And we also have some territory that we need to mark. Oh, we actually got Anisha. Hello, my love. Hello. How are you? I am... Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I am just loving getting to spend more time with Nisha these days, but apparently she is feeling a little bit grumpy and did not appreciate Timber's affections. Okay, well, noted, my love. Oh, we're also running into a tree. Maybe that's why she's not appreciating Timber right now. Goodness. But let's see if we can get a little bit of food and possibly maintain some territory. It's looking okay, but the pups are just so hungry this time of year, and Timber's really worried about his pack and making sure that everyone is doing all right. So what do we have going on? Just a ton of dogs, but thankfully they all seem to be moving along. However, there is not much left on this carcass. So Timber will take a bite, and I think that's gonna be all she wrote. Let's see, 1,200 meters away isn't too bad. Let's see if we can track down this elk herd and get some food for the little ones this morning. Well, it seems that Timber was hoping that these bull elk would lead him to some females, but unfortunately there doesn't seem to be any around. So I think Timber's going to use his skills here to see if any of these bulls are weak, but unfortunately they are not, and we don't see any females around. We unfortunately lost the scent of the herd that we were following earlier, which has honestly got Timber a little bit down, so he's hoping that maybe something will blow on the wind here, but we're really not getting too much luck, and in fact we are actually in another pack's territory. So Timber's gonna keep looking for a little bit of food, but unfortunately this outing is not proving to be worth much this time. Okay, the family is hoping that we can get a beaver to take home for the pups. Fingers crossed we can. The adults are hungry as well, so this isn't going to help the adults get fed at all, but Timber is going to scoop this up, and perhaps if the beavers are still out we can come back for some more food. But we just were not having very much luck out there, and our pups are very, very hungry, so we really need to make sure that they get some food. So let's hope that the grown-ups let the little ones eat first. Alright, little ones. I'm gonna wait until they come on over. Here you go, Ash. Alright, Ash and Ember, please do eat some of this. Oh, somebody also grabbed a bunny rabbit. So that is currently what Ash is eating over there. That's so sweet. I'll have to look back on the video and see who dropped that off for the little ones. But it looks like Ember is getting quite a bit of this beaver. Let's see if she's going to share with her brother Ash. There we go. Okay, it looks like that is just enough for the pups to fill up on their food for the day, so thank goodness. Alright, and now that our affinity is up and looking good, what is near us right now? A spike oak carcass? Excuse me? I think Timber is going to be just too curious about that because he has some pretty hungry adults and that carcass has quite a bit of food on it. So let's go see what this is about and if we can call our pack mates over to get a little bit of food. Alright, looks like we're only dealing with a couple of dogs, which is great. Spark, Cole, and Soul. Let's see how hungry they are. Soul 86, Spark 95, and Cole is 82. So really we could use Nisha and Flint over here. Let's go ahead and do a double howl. Just to really let the pack know, for whoever can come, that there is some food nearby. It's not going to be much left, but Timber will at least get his bar full and leave the rest for whoever decides to come and take it. And Timber's already exhausted again, so we are going to need to do a sleep. Our territory isn't looking too bad, but it's looking like a trip north is probably going to be in his future, so he's going to need all the rest he can get before we have another big day ahead of us. Well, we were able to get a Nisha and a Flint over to the carcass, so Nisha took off a chunk over there, so let's wait and see if she's gonna take this last bite. And then I do believe that this spike elk will be done for, so thankfully we caught that on the wind. So now our most hungry pups are Soul and Soot, but they are... Oh, I'm sorry, guys. We just finished up the rest of that carcass. Oh, Dad feels a little bit bad. We really did not have much luck out hunting today with the different scents. We just really were not scenting a whole lot on the wind, so I'm sorry, you guys. We'll go ahead and return to the pups and maybe we can get an easy beaver or something tomorrow. We'll have to keep our eye out, but let's go ahead and return back to the pups. And at least we should be able to have enough food to feed them for the morning. Here's Ember and Ash. They're feeling pretty full at the moment, so I think we can go to sleep and make sure to feed everyone in the morning. What a wonderful place to settle down with the creek nearby. That's really soothing. Okay, we've got some wolves, I do believe. I know they're hungry, but we need to get them into the grasses because we have Glacier Lake here. Or excuse me, Grants, not Glacier Lake. As long as everyone stays on this side of the creek, Timber will be fine with that. And we need to do some damage here. Everyone's seeming pretty healthy. And not very afraid. Good job, Soul. Ow. Flint came to Dad's rescue there. Everest at least is looking pretty low health. We really don't want anyone to be getting close to our pups. I think that one is actually running, not really looking to get after our little ones. We've got a whole bunch running over here, actually. There we go. There's Teton over there. Denali is getting a little bit too close for comfort. Okay, everybody seems to be running now. And Timber is really going to make sure that these guys get on and go. Looks like there was a few that we didn't quite bite from our last altercation. But Everest kind of has his eye here. And it looks like the pack agrees. They are still really close to our pups. And given how large their pack is, that has Timber concerned. Wow, and Flint seems to agree. Good job, Flint. Looks like Everest has actually got a major injury now. And again, he just keeps circling back towards our den. And I just really don't think Timber is going to let that one slide. Yeah. Timber's dealing with a lot these days, and considering those Grant's wolves, one, have been pushing on his territory so much, and two, coming in so far to do a raid on his den, it just really does not sit well with him. So, I mean, in his mind, he is thinking that he really needs to do what's best for his pack, and taking out one of the wolves that is raiding and trying to come after his pups seems like a smart move to him right now. And, you know, he's feeling a little bit inadequate with how hard it is to find food and how hard it is to provide for such a large pack, and not only having these little extra mouths to feed that can't go off and do stuff on their own. So, Ash, you're not lost. Go home, buddy. But yes, all of the extra responsibility is definitely weighing on him, and I think it's hard knowing that his body just isn't what it used to be, and trying to take care of these little ones and still run a pack and provide for everyone. It's getting difficult for this pair, and one of the ways that Timber is viewing being able to provide for them without, you know, too much stress and strain when things aren't working out, is to at least eliminate an enemy. That is, for right now, making him feel a lot more comfortable. So he's gonna go down and check and see if there are any beavers in the area, because again, that's gonna be another quick meal for him. These dogs are probably scaring off any beavers that are in the area, so let's check the other side and possibly be able to bring that home, because if we check the scents on the wind, there is not too much going on. Good job, Flint. Make sure to get our stamina up. And pounce. Hopefully we'll get this one. It's a little bit close to the water's edge. Oh no. There we go. Oh, you know, we can hear some elk bugling though in the distance. We may want to check that out. It sounds like they're coming from this direction. Let's see what hex that would be in. Thank goodness. You know, the wind may not be in our favor, but sometimes we can hear them. Oh, unless it's these males that we were hearing. Did you guys just spawn in? We're not interested in you. I assume, anyways. Sometimes you have really weak males from fighting over the ladies, but these boys seem pretty darn healthy, so we are going to pass them along. As much as Timber would love to prove that he is the young stud who can take down a spike elk, I just don't quite think that he is. So he is going to cut his losses and bring back a little bit of food for the pack and maybe get a little bit of extra rest. I think that he would enjoy that. Let's see here. Who is the most hungry out of everyone? Looks like it's Kindle. Let's pick this beaver up and offer it to Kindle here, and I'm sure she will share with Ash. Should he be a little hungry. There we go. Oh my goodness, I think we're getting a little bit of a change of season here. Our grasses seem to be a different color, which is pretty crazy. We may be moving into some summer weather. Let's go ahead and check the pups. So they are definitely pretty hungry, and they are each 45 pounds. Looks like Ash has taken over the experience points from Ember once again. And yeah, everyone's kind of looking a little bit hungry these days. So I did see, oh my gosh, Blaze, what's going on? Blaze is still on the map, but his territory is looking pretty worse for wear. We're gonna have to keep a close eye on that. What is going on, buddy? I wonder if he's struggling keeping his pups fed this time of year. And it wouldn't surprise Timber. We are also struggling a little bit keeping the pack fed. The agate herd is 1,600 meters away, but oh, here's the there's a quartz herd somewhere in here that's 600 meters away. So I think Timber is going to rush straight off and try to see if we could actually take down an elk and get everyone in his pack fed and feeling a lot better. Well, thank goodness we found some elk. We only have coal with us, and there's some dispersals nearby as well, but let's see if we can't get these guys to run a little bit. I don't know how intimidating we are with a senior wolf and a runt, but we'll see what we can get done. Do watch out, Cole. All the growling in the world might not be enough to get them to move on. Wow, that elk really took off. I wonder if she was weak or she just figured we were targeting her. A lot of these elk are looking pretty strong. Watch out, Cole. Oh, they really don't want to move. They're so stubborn. Alright, let's focus on this one. Darn. They're all so healthy. Maybe the one who ran away was the unhealthy one. Here's another one taking off, just out of curiosity. Let's see if she is worth anything. Not really. Darn. Well, perhaps we can get her to go closer to the den. Also, where are we? Oh, this territory is looking bad. Alright, we're gonna do a quick marking and then catch back up with her because she's still running in a good direction. Goodness gracious. Well, that took some time, but just Timber and Cole were able to take down this elk. We tried to chase it as close to our rendezvous as we could. We got pretty close for a moment. We actually got some name tags popping up there, but unfortunately the elk turns around at just the worst moment. So at least we're able to get a little bit of food, and we're gonna make sure to call the pack over to also get some food and make sure our little ones are getting fed. They're already down to 48, so yeah, growing pups, man, it's a struggle. Alright, well, we were able to call over quite a few members of the pack to make sure that they came and ate, but we still had a few members stay home, so we made sure to bring a meat chunk back for, I believe it is Kindle, who was pretty hungry. Yep, Kindle and Nisha were the most hungry here, so we did make sure to bring a little bit of something back for them, and actually looks like Ember may go ahead and eat the meat chunk, but we can at least, I think, use this opportunity to get a little bit of food for anyone who still might need it. Looks like our wolves are pretty spread out at the moment. Little Ash there. It's unfortunate that Timber hasn't even spent quite enough time at the den to see the little ones actually do a little bit of hunting, so fingers crossed he'll see that here soon. Oh, and I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, but we did roll another challenging today, so I think I may only announce it when we actually get an easy day, because that seems to be the more rare option. So yeah, if you don't hear me mention it, we just got another challenging day. But I've been rolling before the episodes, and it seems to be a pretty easy way for us to make sure that we still get our rolling system in. But I believe everyone is feeling good. The pups are big enough that they're not even worried about crossing the water now, which is really crazy. And unfortunately, if we take a look at all of the territory to the north, we're gonna need to do some reinforcing. So as tired as Timber is after that hunt, just kidding, we have a cougar in the water. These cougars are really making Timber upset, I'm not gonna lie. This forest down here is really thick with cougars, and we have some more elk over here. We do have the whole pack with us. Maybe taking down some food near the den would be a great idea. Not a spark, though, Spark. No, I don't want you to run that way. I want you to run towards the rendezvous. You know, even if we took down a calf this close to the rendezvous, I would feel pretty good about it. So let's see if we can get that done. Mom's gonna pack a few punches. Cole has suffered an injury. But everyone seems to be pretty steadfast in making sure that this calf goes down. Dad's going to take a hit here. Good job, everyone. Heck yeah. Alright, I feel like our food troubles will be over for a little while. Nisha, Kendall, will you come over here, please? Kendall, I promise it's not far, babe. You can come over here and get some food. She refuses. What if we do it one more time? We're so close that everyone can just go and say hi to the pups. Are we so close that Ash can come and eat off this food? No way! That is actually wild. I've never had a carcass that close to the den before. I wonder if that means predators won't come on it, because our pups are close enough to be able to eat from it. That's amazing. Well, Kendall, I hope you get your fill, because you were exceptionally hungry. And I hope Nisha comes back as well. Ember, you're also pretty hungry, babe. You want to come over here? Get a little bit of food? I wonder if we do a bark. I think the pups are too far away to hear that bark and to listen, but we can take a few pieces back closer to where they are. That's awesome, you guys. Timber can also get his fill. I think that's making Timber feel a lot better about the situation. It's only a calf, but we're able to take it down pretty quick, and our adults were feeling very hungry, so everybody is at 99 or 100, so that is making Timber feel a lot better, and his little ones are also getting fed. There's chunks of meat here. I think Timber feels comfortable enough now, even though he's absolutely exhausted, to go and deal with some of this territory issues that's happening in the north. Well, I must say, it looks like Soot is starting to become Timber's little buddy out on these adventures. No, we've been seeing Cole follow Dad along pretty closely, and Cole is still coming out along for most every adventure, but we are also seeing quite a lot of Spark and Soot with him as well. And I must say, given everything I've seen Soot put forward, I'm really impressed with him. I think that he is taking on quite a lot of responsibility and taking his role in the pack very seriously. So it is not going unnoticed. Usually it's Cole who's out with Dad all on his lonesome, but we have been seeing quite a bit of Soot joining him for these adventures, so I find that very, very heartwarming. But we don't have too much left to go up in the Northern Territory here, so we'll finish up what we can and make sure to head back down with the pups and probably wrap it up for today. Well, everyone, Timber is back, but he is actually not feeling his best. He was feeling a little bit brave and thought it would be a good idea to try and snatch a bit of food off of the carcass that we had just right here while a bear was on top of it, and he got smacked. He got smacked pretty hard. He is down to 28 health. That was one hit from a bear. So, yeah, he thought it would be nice to be able to bring back an extra scrap of food for everyone. Even though we have this carcass right over here, you know, more food the merrier. But that really didn't work out for him well. So, he is going to make sure that he gets a full tummy. Yeah, he's got a fractured jaw right now, so that is why he is eating so slow. Yeah, it's really hard for him to eat. Also, Ember, you need to get back home, babe. Go on. Dad is not feeling up to wrangling these young pups right now. Go on back home. You're not ready to adventure yet. However, you are 49 pounds. So if we do look at the quest, wow, we're actually going to be getting pretty close to September here soon. So I think Timber is going to get a nice sleep here because he is not feeling the greatest, and when we wake up, we will wrap it up for the day and continue on with the adventure. Our minor injury. Do we have a major and a minor injury to our jaw? Oh, thank goodness our health is looking better. That was pretty dire. Oh, yes. Looks like Growing Pups is officially past us. And are we gonna be nomadic, you guys? Holy cow. Young hunters. We are on young hunters with our little ones. We need to see them. Ash, Ember, get your booties over here. We need to see you as young hunters. I can't pup cam anymore, you guys. So irritating. Come over here by the food. I'm sure we can get plenty. Oh my gosh, Ember just caught a bunny rabbit. That's going to be one of the first things we have ever seen our pups hunt. Because apparently we just did not spend enough time at the den with them. Hi Ash, how are you? You are looking handsome as well. Yeah, we're going to finish up this carcass really quickly. Gosh, I wish we could get better close-up views of them. Oh my goodness, Ash has ridiculously green eyes. My goodness, very much like Kindle. Look at these two. Oh my goodness, little wrestling and playing. Well, my gosh. Okay, guys. Thank you guys so much for joining me on the adventure today. Leave a like on the video if you are excited to move on to Young Hunters with Ash and Ember, and subscribe to the channel if you want to know when I post so you don't miss out on any of my videos, and check out the playlist I have linked down below so you can follow along with the adventure, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye!